Estate Scoop with the Papagni Group. I'm Julie Papagni.
And I'm Anthony Papagni.
And we're really excited to be bringing you a local real estate show. In fact, we're going to be giving you some market updates, taking you into some really fabulous homes, and introducing you to some really neat things that are going on in the real estate market.
Absolutely. As Julie said, what we'll be doing each and every month is we'll be giving a market update. We find it important as realtors to know about what's going on in the market each and every day, and we find it important for you as the buyers and sellers to know that as well. So Julie, why don't you tell us what's been going on in the last few years?
Yeah, definitely, Anthony. In 2013, things were very, very different in the real estate market. Consumer confidence was extremely low. Equity in homes was very low. People were actually very concerned about their home being worth way, way less than what they could actually sell the home for. And we were still seeing a lot of short sales and foreclosures hitting the market. Thankfully, a lot of that has improved. In 2014, we're seeing improved consumer confidence. People are getting their equity back. In fact, a lot of people actually could sell their home for a lot more than they would have ever expected. We're almost back to the normal equity that we saw several years ago. And what the National Association of Realtors is predicting for 2015 is the beginning of a 7-year real estate boom. And that's really exciting because that means that people will have equity again, people will be able to buy and sell like the good old days that we remember. But I think it's important to take a look at what's going on right now. So Anthony, can you tell us what's happening in Oakland County?
Sure. Basically what's happening is what's been happening every single year. There's a market trend that goes pretty much in this order. In winter, there's not that many homes for sale. And in the spring and summer, a huge amount of homes are for sale. And really what that means is that a lot of times what each and every buyer does is they have their asking price, and generally what happens is that the price gets negotiated down. And ultimately what is happening is that in the winter, the sellers that are selling then are actually getting more money for their home than they would in the spring and summer. And we'll get more into that about why that is in a little bit. Why don't you tell us what's going on in Lake Orion right here?
Well, right here in our hometown, it's pretty much the same thing, Anthony. We're seeing fewer homes, as you can tell from the graphics. There's fewer homes that are for sale in the colder months than there are in the spring and summer. And you can just kind of see that fluctuation. And let's take a look at the next graphic. What has happened in the month of November, and this is really exciting, and we tell people this all the time. Homeowners that put their home on the market in November, let's say they were asking $200,000 for their home, because there's such little inventory, and there's buyers out there that absolutely need to buy. When they're looking at these $200,000 homes, what's actually happening is they're offering above asking price because the buyers are competing for your home. And that's a really typical thing that happens in the winter months, and so many people are afraid to put their home on the market in the winter, but there's actually a lot of really good reasons to do just that. Anthony, why don't you tell us about that?
Well, as I said earlier, oftentimes what happens is everyone kind of believes that the home should be sold in the spring and summer. And when I say everyone, I mean a majority of people. But what we're here to tell you is that it's actually better to put your home, and it's beneficial to put your home on the market in the winter. And there's plenty of reasons why. One of the main reasons is obviously because there's just less competition. Less competition simply means more money in your pocket. And also during the holiday season, many people are relocating to different jobs. They're expecting bonuses basically, and what that allows them to do is put more money down on their home that they're looking for, which in turn lowers their mortgage rate. Taxes are a lot cheaper in the winter. So buyers that are looking now are serious buyers. Not to mention, they're not just going to go looking around in the winter for the fun of it when it's nice and cold out. That's what people do in the summer and spring. So ultimately, what happens in the winter is exactly what Julie said. there's less homes on the market, and that causes the buyers that are serious out there to compete against the home, or to compete against the price, and ultimately it drives the price upward. So contrary to popular belief, it's a really good time to sell in the winter as well as to buy.
Exactly, and what we saw in the summer is that there were so many homes on the market. Homes were selling like hotcakes, and buyers were competing with each other to get those homes, but it really created an interesting situation for buyers. There were so many homes available, buyers kept thinking, well, let me look at one more home. Let's look another week. Let's just, think about this overnight. And what happened was, by the time they finally made a decision on a home, either there were multiple offers on the home or the home was already under contract. So there's really a benefit to the buyers that are looking right now, because there's not as many homes, but the best homes, the nicest homes, are usually the ones that are available in the winter time. So it makes their job of searching for a home a little bit easier.
Yeah, absolutely. And one other thing to really think about is winter is a holiday season. Many people are making more emotional decisions in the winter. And what I mean by that is they're thinking about, the family orientation of things, how fun it is to get everyone together, and how pretty and beautiful homes and everything looks when it's snowy and the lights are up and all that. So when you bring someone into your home in the winter during the holidays, chances are they're going to make more of an emotional decision. They're thinking more nostalgically of what they remember, what their old house was like when they had all their family over for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and now they're thinking of how great it can be to do all that in their new house. It's a really exciting time for them, so they're actually more willing to make a decision based on your needs as the seller. So really, there's plenty of benefits to selling a home in the winter, and those are just a few of them.
Absolutely, Anthony. And now comes our favorite part of the show. We're really excited to take you into a couple of homes that are currently available for sale. But when we take a look at these homes, think about how it makes you feel when you're going on the tour with us. And let's go ahead and take a look.
Welcome back to the Real Estate Scoop with the Papagni Group. Right now, I'm going to be showing you a few homes that are giving a great example of what it is that we're talking about in terms of decorating the homes for the holidays. This home we have right here, right when you walk up to the driveway, it's a very nicely decorated home. You walk up the stairs, you have the great presentation right at the door. The kids are going to love that Santa's up there on the top balcony with the bike, and you've got the wreaths and the Happy Holidays sign. Right when you walk in, you're already feeling very welcomed. And as you can see, right when you walk into the house, you're right towards the stairs. And this is a great example of how you should decorate your home in order to allow people to feel completely welcomed and happy and excited about the holidays. And that's something I want all you viewers to keep in mind, is how much different of a feel it is when you walk in and you see a presentation like this compared to just walking in and having the stairs and the paint and all that. This is much more welcoming. People are going to be feeling more in the spirits of the holidays, and therefore they're going to be more willing to pretty much take time and really feel what the house is like, and that's going to make their emotional decision a little easier, and they're going to make more of an emotional decision based on the time of the season. All right, this living room area is another great example of how decorating for the holidays can affect the showings and ultimately the sale of your home. Having the tree, the Christmas wreath, the mantle garland, and the lights sets a holiday mood and generally causes the potential buyers to feel cozy and warm, which may impact their decision to buy your home versus the competition. Having the fireplace on and a holiday aroma looming throughout the home, such as cinnamon, can really help as well. Here we are in Waterford, Michigan, to show you another example of how to stage your home for the holidays. This house is a very moderately and subtly decorated home compared to the last one. And the best part is, both scenarios work very well. One thing I really want to mention again is that decorating your home is a great idea for when you're showing the home for potential buyers to see. However, you don't want to overdo it, because by overdoing it, what you're doing is essentially taking the attention off of the actual home, and the attention is now elsewhere in terms of the decorations. It's overwhelming. It can just totally throw the buyers off. So what I really wanted to describe here is that this house right here in Waterford is a very moderately decorated home, but it's going to have the same effect if you do it correctly. For example, we have the tree here. It's got a few presents underneath. We've got the decorations to the right of it. There's just little statues and very cute little decorations that are kind of going to give compliments to the tree. You can always light some candles so that it kind of illuminates the room a little bit more. And just as with the other house, doing something where it's going to create a nice holiday aroma, such as putting cinnamon in the oven or peppermint or anything like that, is really going to create a sense of holiday spirit, and people are just going to have a much more welcoming feeling coming into the home. We also have the fireplace over there. That's another great tool to use to your advantage in the winter. One, it keeps the house very warm. It's very calming. It's very relaxing. Also, by having the stockings above the fireplace, you're setting the holiday spirit. Everyone knows that when you see the stockings, it's Christmas time. It's just a good way to subtly remind people that you're happy that it's the holidays and that they should be too. Now, another great little thing that I found very subtle but very nostalgic to me was this gingerbread house. Having something like a little centerpiece in the kitchen or on the kitchen table, it's a great idea. It just brings back memories for people. It's a cute little idea. It's fun. It reminds everyone of the holidays. And ultimately, it draws the attention to the thing that you want people to see the most. It's a little bit of a vantage point for people. It's a focusing aspect. And they're going to notice everything else that's in the kitchen, for example, and here, which is going to really show it off a little bit and get people to realize some things that are a little more subtle, but once they take the time to look at it, they're going to love it even more. This is a great idea if you know that you have kids' rooms and you know that families are going to be coming in that do have kids. This is just a fun little idea, putting the Christmas lights around the bedding. It just draws the attention to the room. It makes it fun for the kids that are going to be involved in seeing the home. And it just kind of occupies everyone and shows off a little bit. So it's a great idea. It's a fun idea. So definitely think about doing something little like this.
Well, thank you so much to our awesome homeowners for inviting us into their homes today. As you can see, like Anthony said earlier, there's really something to be said about how cozy and warm and inviting a home can actually look when it's on the market for sale in the wintertime around the holidays. So definitely, if you've been riding the fence, if you've been kicking the idea around about getting your home on the market, whether it's the holiday season or not, if it's in the cold winter months, there's definitely a benefit to you. So give us a call. You can always reach us at our office, and we'll give our other contact information later in the show, but you can call either one of us at Caldwell Banker. We're Manuel in Rochester. Our office number is 248-651-3500. And, Anthony, why don't you remind everybody the whole purpose of our show and them getting involved?
Well, this is a really exciting thing for us, and we want it to be exciting for you as well. So what we really want to do is involve you as much as possible. So if you have any kind of questions or topic ideas for us to discuss on this show in the next few months, please give us a call or email us, whichever works for you.
Like Anthony said, we've got some really exciting ideas for future shows. Next month, we're going to be taking a look at how home remodeling can actually affect your sales price or your home's value. So we're going to be talking about that. We were actually thinking about doing a boat tour of homes right here in Lake Orion in the summer, and some fun things about landscaping, and we might do some fun and silly things too. So please definitely get in touch. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, it should be really exciting to do this for the next few months. So if you do have any topics that you want to bring up or questions, please feel free to contact us. My name's Anthony Papagni again, and my email is anthony.papagni, that's Papagni, @icloud.com. And my cell phone number is 802-3586.
And I'm Julie Papagni, and you can reach me at 248-707-0998, or you can email me at papagnigroup@gmail.com. And we'd really like to thank our homeowners, again, for having us into their homes. And from the Papagni family to your family, we'd like to wish you a very happy holiday season.
Please have a great holiday season, and we look forward to hearing from you.